Cheers, the TV show that left an indelible mark on audiences, a beloved sitcom that brought joy and laughter to millions of families. Yet, behind the dazzling spotlight and hearty laughs lay poignant and often harsh realities faced by its cast. From unexpected tragedies and untimely deaths to relentless battles with personal demons, their journeys revealed the fragile humanity behind Hollywood's shimmering facade. Join us as we uncover the moving and, at times, heartbreaking stories of the cherished stars of Cheers, a powerful tribute to their lives, legacies, and the laughter they gifted to the world. Lois Deanzie, born May 4, 1930, appeared in Cheers as Lady Number 1 in 2 episodes spanning 1983 to 1990. A seasoned character actress, Deanzie was best known for her supporting roles across film, television, and stage, including her Tony-nominated performance in Mornings at 7. Despite her professional accolades, Lois faced personal struggles later in life, retreating from the spotlight as health concerns mounted. She passed away peacefully on April 3, 2021, at the age of 90, her family honoring her legacy quietly, away from the public eye. Deanzie's death marked the end of a dignified, if understated, Hollywood career, largely devoid of public scandal but tinged with the melancholy of her isolation in her final years. Kirstie Alley, born January 12, 1951, played Rebecca Howe in Cheers, stepping in as the savvy yet neurotic manager of the bar after Shelley Long's departure. Her comedic timing and charisma earned her critical acclaim, including an Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series in 1991. Alley's life, however, was marred by challenges. A two-time divorcee, she struggled with weight fluctuations that became a public fixation and faced strained relationships with her children. Alley was also vocal about her involvement with Scientology, which sparked controversy and alienated some friends. Tragically, she passed away on December 5, 2022, from colon cancer, a diagnosis she had kept private until the end. Her death left a complex legacy, one of laughter and resilience intertwined with personal battles that mirrored the vulnerability of her most iconic roles. Max Wright, born August 2, 1943, appeared as Jim Fleener in 2 episodes of Cheers in 1986. Wright was a gifted character actor best known for his portrayal of the father figure Willie Tanner in the sitcom Alf. Behind the scenes, his life was riddled with difficulties. Wright battled addiction issues and endured public humiliation when personal struggles became tabloid fodder, overshadowing his professional achievements. He also faced significant health challenges, including a long fight with cancer, which ultimately took his life on June 26, 2019. His final years were marked by quiet reflection, as he retreated from acting and the public eye, leaving behind a career that, despite its brilliance, felt tragically underappreciated. Philip Pearlman, born August 15, 1919, appeared in Cheers as Phil, a recurring bar patron, across 21 episodes from 1986 to 1993. Pearlman's presence lent an air of authenticity to the show's bar setting, his understated performance reflecting years of lived experience. A retired businessman who transitioned into acting later in life, Pearlman was also known as the father of actress Rhea Perlman. While his career was a testament to late-blooming talent, his personal life was marked by challenges typical of his generation, including the pressures of raising a family in a rapidly changing world. Philip Pearlman passed away on April 29, 2015, at the age of 95, peacefully surrounded by his family. His death closed a chapter on a life that, though marked by unassuming success, carried its share of hardships, particularly in navigating his role as a father amidst his daughter's meteoric rise to fame. Keene Curtis, born in 1923, graced Cheers as the haughty John Allen Hill, the imperious owner of Melville's, a seafood restaurant above the bar. Curtis brought a sharp wit and palpable disdain to the role, making Hill an unforgettable antagonist. Tragically, Curtis's later years were marked by declining health and financial struggles. While celebrated on stage and screen, his private life was overshadowed by estrangements within his family, particularly with his children, who reportedly found his relentless dedication to his craft difficult to reconcile with their needs. Curtis passed away in 2002 from complications related to Alzheimer's disease, leaving behind a legacy of brilliance tinged with personal sorrow. Frances Sternhagen, born in 1930, portrayed Esther Clavin, the domineering and overbearing mother of Cliff Clavin, embodying an eccentric maternal archetype that balanced humor and irritation. A revered stage actress, Sternhagen's career was a mosaic of critically acclaimed performances. However, her personal life was less idyllic. Her marriage, though enduring, was punctuated by professional rivalries and a struggle to balance work with raising 6 children. While her romantic relationships appeared stable outwardly, the pressures of fame and a demanding family life often led to tension. Sternhagen's later years saw her retreating from public life, facing health challenges privately. She remains remembered as a paragon of acting excellence. Sternhagen passed away peacefully in 2023, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances but also a trail of unspoken familial discord. Robert Cornthwaite, born in 1917, appeared in Cheers as Hives, a butler whose few appearances in the final seasons injected a dry and measured humor into the show. Cornthwaite was a consummate character actor with a career spanning decades, often portraying erudite or officious figures. Despite his success on screen, his personal life was marked by solitude. Never married and with no known children, Cornthwaite was described by colleagues as genial yet intensely private. Tragically, his later years were marked by declining health and relative obscurity, a stark contrast to his prolific early career. He passed away in 2006 from natural causes at the age of 89, leaving behind a body of work respected by those who knew his talents. Eric Christmas, born in 1916, brought a quiet gravitas and gentle humor to the role of Father Barry, a priest whose moral guidance provided moments of reflection amidst the chaos of Cheers. A British-born actor, Christmas had a long career on stage and screen, yet he often felt overshadowed by his peers. His family life was similarly complex. A devoted father to his children, he struggled to reconcile the demands of acting with his role at home. Rumors of marital discord and professional disappointments plagued him throughout his life. Christmas passed away in 2000 following complications from a stroke, a poignant end for a man whose warmth and talent left a lasting impression on all who watched him perform. Janet Brandt, born in 1914, appeared in Cheers as Mama Lebec, the matriarch of the Lebec family, whose brief but memorable role added depth to the tragicomic arc of Eddie Lebec. Known for her character acting, Brandt often portrayed sharp-tongued, quirky women, but her off-screen life held its share of heartbreak. Struggling to find consistent work in her later years, Brandt faced financial insecurities that compounded the isolation of an aging performer in Hollywood. Her family relationships, while outwardly warm, were marked by unspoken tensions and regret over time lost to her career. Janet Brandt passed away in 2004, succumbing to heart failure, her legacy a testament to the unsung contributions of character actors to the craft of storytelling. Ian Wolfe, born in 1896, graced the pilot episode of Cheers as Buzz Crowder, whose fleeting role set a tone of colorful charm for the series. Wolfe, a prolific actor with an astonishing filmography, often played distinguished or eccentric elder figures. Despite his professional success, Wolfe's personal life carried a quiet sadness. Though married for decades, his relationship with his children was strained, as his unrelenting devotion to acting often left them feeling sidelined. His twilight years were marked by frailty and an industry that had largely moved on, leaving him to reflect on a lifetime of work that, while celebrated, felt bittersweet in its rewards. Wolfe passed away in 1992 of natural causes at the age of 95, a quiet end for an actor whose career spanned the golden age of Hollywood and beyond. Donnelly Rhodes, born in 1936, made a brief but memorable appearance in Cheers as Leo, a character who added a spark of comedy and drama to the bar's atmosphere. A versatile actor with a wide-ranging career in television and film, Rhodes' work was often celebrated for his depth and authenticity. Yet, behind his professional success, his personal life was turbulent. He faced many struggles, particularly in his family life, with complicated relationships with his children and a tumultuous romantic history. Rhodes experienced heartbreak when his marriage ended in divorce, and he found himself largely estranged from his family. His final years were marked by personal reflection and, sadly, he passed away from cancer in 2018, at the age of 81. His death was a quiet and somber conclusion to a career that had been defined by a wealth of talent and personal tragedy. Vince Howard, born in 1929, appeared as Hepel in Cheers in 2 episodes in 1988. Though his role was minor, Howard was a familiar face in Hollywood, known for his work in both television and film. As with many character actors, Howard's life off-screen was often filled with difficulties. His relationships, particularly with his family, were strained, and he had an on-and-off relationship with his children that caused him much distress. His romantic relationships were equally tumultuous, and Howard struggled with the loneliness that sometimes comes with a career spent mostly in supporting roles. His health began to decline in his later years, and in 2002, he passed away from complications related to a heart attack, leaving behind a legacy that, while not widely celebrated, was meaningful to those who knew and worked with him. His death highlighted the bittersweet nature of many veteran actors' lives, achieving career success while often facing personal challenges in the shadows. Glynis Johns, born on October 5, 1923, is best known for her role as Mrs. Helen Chambers in the sitcom Cheers, appearing in one episode in 1983. Glynis Johns had a remarkable career in film, television, and theater, but her personal life was marked by tragedy and difficulty. She was married 3 times, with her relationships often described as tumultuous. Her first marriage, to actor and director George G. H. Taylor, ended in divorce, and her second marriage to actor and producer, John D. Shand, also ended in separation. Later, she married a man named O.J. and struggled with finding happiness in those relationships. Glynis had 3 children, but she was often estranged from them, as they grew up in the shadow of her career and the pain she felt. She also struggled with mental health issues, notably depression. Johns passed away on December 4, 2024, at the age of 100. Her death was attributed to natural causes after a long, troubled life, filled with public and private struggles. Bill Wiley, born in 1928, played the role of a tour guide in one episode of Cheers in 1982. Bill's career, though brief on screen, left an imprint in the hearts of those who remembered his work. However, Bill's personal life was riddled with challenges, including financial instability and unresolved trauma from his childhood. His early years were filled with strife, stemming from his upbringing in a broken family, leading to a series of relationships that often ended in bitterness. He married 3 times, but none of his marriages were described as happy or successful. His relationship with his children was strained, largely due to his emotional instability and struggles with alcoholism. Tragically, Bill Wiley died in 2021, after years of battling addiction. His death was a sad reminder of how personal demons can often overshadow a career, leaving behind only distant memories of what might have been. George Gaynes, born on May 16, 1917, portrayed Malcolm Kramer in an episode of Cheers in 1983. Gaynes had a diverse and impressive career, spanning film, television, and theater, with notable roles in films such as Police Academy and Tootsie. Despite his professional success, his personal life was not without struggles. George had a turbulent family life, marked by a difficult marriage to his first wife, whose name he rarely spoke of in public. After their divorce, he remarried, but his second marriage to actress Allen and McLary was not without challenges. The couple had children, but the family dynamic often seemed fraught with tension, particularly as George's work consumed much of his attention. As he aged, Gaynes became more private, and reports indicate that he distanced himself from the public eye, opting for a quieter life in later years. George Gaynes passed away on February 15, 2016, at the age of 98. His death was attributed to natural causes, but the sadness of his passing resonated with fans who had followed his career for decades. His later years were somewhat overshadowed by health issues and the isolation of old age. Macon McCalman, born in 1932, appeared in Cheers in 1982 as Daryl Stubell. McCalman's career as a character actor included a variety of roles in television and film, but his personal life was marred by hardships that often reflected in the complexity of his on-screen performances. He was married twice, and both of his relationships were fraught with issues, particularly emotional distance and infidelity. McCalman also faced considerable struggles with depression, which had a profound impact on his ability to maintain healthy personal connections. His children, from 2 separate marriages, were often left to deal with the fallout of his emotional turmoil and erratic behavior. Tragically, Macon McCalman passed away on March 29, 2005, after a prolonged battle with illness. His death, while not unexpected, left behind a sense of sorrow for a man whose life was marked by a combination of professional talent and personal struggles. His passing was largely overshadowed by the private nature of his final years, as he had become somewhat withdrawn before his death. Helen Page Camp, Sin Gay 27 Thang 12 Nam 1930, De Dong Vi Qui Ba So Tu Dang No Trong Cheers Bet Dao Tu Nam 1983. Duok Beat Den Voi Vi Nguai Chi Hui, Kuok Song Ban Dao Qua Helen Duok Hin Ton Tu Su Dao Tran. Long Len Trong Mot Gia Din Thuok Tang Lop Lao Dong, Ko Tim Thay Nieman Ui Trong Dien Zut Va Theo Duinim Dam Mi Qua Min Tai Kak Truong Kich Ne O New York. Ko Tip Tuc Bu Dien Tren San Cao Broadway Va Trian Hin, Duok Tsong Nan Vi Ka Nong Trian Tai Suc Man Va Su De Bai Tun Thuong. Nguai Mon On, Kuok Song Ka Nan Qua Helen Duok Dan Dao Bang Noi Buon Sao Sak, DAC Beat La Sao Tsai Chet Bai Tam Qua Ko Con Gai Due Not Trong Motvu Tai Nan Xe Hoi. Su Mat Mat Nai De De Lai Motivetio Vin Vin, On Hung Den Chiu Sao Cam Suk Qua Ko Voi Tu Catch La Moti Dien Vin. Ko De Ket Han Hai Lon, Mak Du Ca Hai Kuok Han Nan Du Ket Tuk Bang Ly Han. Suc Ko Qua Helen Sui Jiam Trong and Hung Nam Koi Doi Va Ba Qua Doi Veo Gay 1 Thang 8 Nam 1991, O Tuoi 60 V Emoticon Dao Tim. Sai Chet Ngot Qua Ko Keen and Hung Nuoi Beat Ko by Soc, and Hung Dong Gop Qua Ko Cho Sen Kao Va Trian Hin Van Teep Tuc Duok Ghi No. Walter Olkewicz, born on May 14, 1948, made a memorable appearance on Cheers in 1983, portraying Wally Bedell in one episode. Olkewicz was an actor with a range that spanned television and film, often cast in quirky or comedic roles that showcased his unique charm. Despite his on-screen success, Olkewicz faced significant challenges in his personal life. He was married twice, but both of his marriages were marked by tumult and eventually ended in divorce. His relationships with his children were strained, with reports suggesting emotional distance and a failure to reconcile the demands of his career with his familial responsibilities. Walter struggled with addiction issues, which contributed to his emotional and physical decline. His health problems became more serious in later years, leading to a battle with complications from an illness that greatly affected his quality of life. Walter Olkewicz passed away on April 6, 2021, at the age of 72, after a long period of health struggles, including complications from a rare autoimmune disease. His death was a poignant reminder of how personal and professional challenges can leave a lasting impact on even the most talented individuals. Nancy Marchand, born on June 19, 1928, played Hester Crane in a single episode of Cheers in 1984. Marchand was an acclaimed actress, known for her powerful performances in television dramas such as The Sopranos and Lou Grant. However, her life was shadowed by emotional struggles and troubled relationships. She was married twice, and her first marriage ended in divorce, while her second was marked by emotional distance. Marchand's relationship with her only child, a son, was often strained, though it was clear that her family was a source of deep concern and pain for her throughout her life. In the years leading up to her death, Marchand's health began to decline rapidly, with her suffering from the debilitating effects of cancer. She passed away on June 18, 2000, just one day before her 72th birthday, after a battle with lung cancer. Her death, though anticipated, was still a devastating blow to the entertainment world, and many fans and colleagues mourned the loss of her powerful presence and talent. Carmen Argenziano, born on October 27, 1943, was an actor known for his portrayal of Marvin in one episode of Cheers in 1984. Throughout his career, Argenziano was a highly regarded character actor, frequently appearing in guest roles on television shows such as The X-Files, Miami Vice, and The Sopranos. While he achieved success in his professional life, Argenziano's personal life was marked by sadness. He was married twice, with both marriages ending in divorce. His struggles with mental health and the pressures of the entertainment industry were well known among close friends. In 2019, Carmen Argenziano passed away at the age of 76 due to heart failure. His death, though not unexpected, was a reminder of the toll that a life in show business can sometimes take on its participants. Reid Shelton, born on January 30, 1928, appeared in Cheers in 1983 as George Wheeler, a character that left a lasting impression on the show's viewers. Despite his success on screen, Shelton faced many hardships in his personal life, which were largely overshadowed by the secrecy of Hollywood's darker side. His career was not without struggles, as he battled for consistent work throughout the years, often finding himself in minor roles. In terms of his family life, Shelton's romantic relationships were described as rocky, and there were whispers of tensions with his children, especially after his career started to decline. He passed away on August 15, 1998, at the age of 70. While the official cause of death was heart failure, many speculated that it was linked to his years of personal turmoil and undiagnosed mental health issues, which took a toll on his well-being. Dick O'Neill, born on January 29, 1931, played Mr. Clavin in a 1985 episode of Cheers. A seasoned actor, O'Neill was known for his work on both television and film. Over the years, he amassed a large body of work, appearing in popular shows like The West Wing and The Golden Girls, as well as in films like The Caine Mutiny. Despite his professional achievements, O'Neill's personal life was marked by hardship. He had struggled with alcohol for many years, and his relationships with family members were complicated. O'Neill was married twice, with both marriages having ended in divorce. His relationship with his children was often strained due to his alcoholism, which he was unable to fully overcome. He passed away from cancer on January 24, 1998, just 5 days shy of his 67th birthday. His death came as a shock to those who knew him, as he had been relatively private about his illness. Richard Roat, born on January 3, 1933, portrayed Mr. Hecht in a 1985 episode of Cheers. Roat had a career that spanned over 5 decades, with numerous roles in both television and film. His appearances in shows such as Seinfeld, Friends, and The Golden Girls solidified his place as a beloved character actor. However, his career was not without its struggles. Roat's romantic life was filled with turmoil. He had been married multiple times, with each marriage ending in divorce. His personal battles were compounded by his children's estrangement, and the actor's relationship with his family was often described as distant and unresolved. Roat's health had deteriorated over the years, and he passed away on August 5, 2022, at the age of 89. His death was attributed to heart failure, but it was clear that years of emotional and physical strain had taken their toll on the actor's well-being. How do you feel about the departure of the actors from Cheers? Which one do you miss the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest videos.